This week's episode of the award-winning Here For It podcast is brought to you by the Ghetto. There was a video that came out months ago, and then it resurfaced over this past week with Rihanna reviewing a watch glove that Cardi B ended up wearing in her promo videos for her new single Money. And Rihanna adequately stated,
quote,
"This is the most ghetto shit I have ever seen." And if anyone has seen some ghetto shit, it is fucking Rihanna.
You want me to promote your hair profile on my Instagram at Rihanna? No, I'm not promoting that shit.
She picked that shit up and said, "This is the most ghetto shit she has ever seen." Like, what? How much ghetto shit has Rihanna seen and said, "No, I'm good"? But this right here, this is the most ghetto shit I have ever fucking seen. And you know what our good Dominican sister Cardi B said? "Give it to me."
Album cover. Single cover. Photo shoots. I need a photo shoot with that. It's ghetto. Rihanna declared it.
And so that goes hand in hand with it actually being the most ghetto shit. Rihanna said it was the most ghetto shit, and then Cardi B picked it up and said, "Artwork." So it's ghetto. It's ghetto, sis. It's ghetto.
The ghetto.
I am the Superman, TheeSupaman, aka the Make You Cream King, BKA the Little Latin Boy in Drag.
My name is Ronald Matters. Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters, and of course RonaldMatters.com. This week, a post from like 6 years ago got like 20,000 views. So thank you guys so much for loving everything from 8 years ago that I post on RonaldMatters.com, and share it with your friends, because who knows where it might end up. No pause.
Confirmed.
Who knows?
And do share this episode as well if you enjoy it. Make sure that you subscribe. It means so much to me if you subscribe. That way you can hear our shit next week. Our icebreaker this week is going to be an interesting game called Okay Stop.
Oh my gosh.
So the game Okay Stop, you basically play an audio or video clip, and when something
stands out,
wrong, derogatory, offensive,
your penis is out, sir,
ghetto happens, you say okay stop, and then you explain why you had to stop the clip, and then after your explanation, we'll continue the clip until someone continues to say okay stop.
Okay.
So
do you get rights, or just as the bottom I get rights?
What?
You get rights too. I'm asking, do you get rights too?
Yeah.
Okay. We both get rights. Okay. Yeah. I'm just asking, are you the aggressor and I'm the submissive?
I'm going to play an audio clip.
BDSM.
I'm going to play an audio clip.
Word of the day is coming up.
And once I get to a point where you or I, either of us feels
this needs to be stopped immediately.
Okay, stop. Explain why it says okay, stop. Okay. And then we'll continue. Are you ready?
I am.
Alrighty.
I know a lot of people take issue with my beliefs. I'm white. I'm a Caucasian because...
Okay, stop. When you see the actual video, this is homegirl who's a teenager, black, African American, on Dr. Phil, and she was like, I take issue because blah blah blah, and I'm a so and so, and my hair does so and so. I immediately wanted to stop the video because stop. You can't stop it fast enough. Just based off of, what am I watching?
Oh, it's about to be a lot.
Okay, continue.
From an African American, I have naturally straight hair. My hair isn't nappy.
Okay, stop. You don't have naturally straight hair. No shade. This is not the most naturally straight hair that I have ever seen in my life. Girl.
When the baby about to touch something, you have to tell the baby,
before they touch the stove.
It doesn't require weave. My nose is
Stop.
not fine. African Americans, my lips are perfect. They're not too big and they're not too small. They're just perfect. My ears, I don't have black people ears because they're really...
Okay, stop. What the fuck is black people ears?
What is black people ears?
I have never heard, never seen that, never experienced that. What the fuck is black people ears?
Most African Americans speak Ghetto, but when it comes to black people, I think they're all ugly and have nothing in common.
I don't even know what the correct.
Okay, stop.
Okay, stop. Most black people speak ghetto. I speak country first.
Okay.
I don't even speak ghetto. I speak country first. So there's a misrepresentation of my people, and I would like my country girls. Yeah, I just want us to be represented. Okay.
A misnomer.
African Americans because I'm white. My figure is just like Kim Kardashian.
Her figure.
Okay. Stop.
Her figure.
Her figure is just like Kim Kardashian's. Kim Kardashian bought that. What? You, my young lady.
I like this game. Okay, stop. You said.
Yes, you, my young lady, are a full 110 pounds, standing at 5'4". You are nowhere near the body and stature of Kim Kardashian. No shade.
Wonderful role model. I act and I think like a white person instead of a black person. I believe that I'm completely and utterly better than them. Like, we're on two different levels. Like, okay, African Americans are here. I'm here. White people act and think.
She said, I'm here. Beyonce wrote a song called I'm Here. So this song that came out like 3 or 4 years ago before you existed was called I'm Here. And that's what it noted. That Beyonce, when she wrote the song called I'm Here, she performed it on a global stage. And it was presented to...
in front of the United Nations.
And so when you think about who's here and who's not here, I'm not here for it. Whatever you giving.
Somebody called a truancy officer.
Just way more mature than African Americans. Black people, they think in a criminal way. When I think about African Americans, I feel like asking them, what is wrong with them? They're really dangerous. If an African American is on the same street as I am, I'll cross the street to avoid their chaotic, thuggish ways. Are you okay? I'm irritated. I'm sorry. I just know that I'm white. I mean, she might know.
I want to say, okay, stop, but I don't.
I know that I'm white. I can feel it through my veins. I feel it through my blood. I tell my mom, I'll never be like any of those Negroes.
Stop. Okay, stop.
Okay, stop.
I'll never be like any of those Negroes. The girls have been doing the hashtag I never be like any of those Negroes, and it's cute. When it's a joke, it's cute. But also, Dr. Phil was on The View this week, and he's renewed through 2023. So we have to say, okay, stop, Dr. Phil. We have to say, okay, stop, production company, whoever's funding him. We have to say, okay, stop to a lot of things. So it was cute as a joke the first 2 or 3 times. But after the Catch Me Outside Girl got popular.
Really popular.
Are we really saying, like, okay, stop? Okay, stop. I'm asking you.
No, we are saying okay, stop. And that's where I'm going to stop that right there. This young lady needs a lot of attention. She needs a lot of mental health attention and mental health help. And we're going to put a pin in that icebreaker and come back to
I don't know if that's an icebreaker.
No, it's an icebreaker because they got to know where we want the conversation to stop.
Oh, my God. Okay, stop. You can't just... Okay, stop. And hopefully the person in your real life will...
Yeah. Feel free to use this game in conversations because a lot of times people ramble on. They would like to get their point through. Okay, stop. Listen. Sis, the last 3 points you said, wrong.
Woo!
Not factual.
Oh, my God. The Ghetto.
Quote your source. Okay, stop. So use the game. It was a great icebreaker. Thank you guys for checking in with us again this week. The word of the day this week, W-E-R-D, is rigor. R-I-G-G-E-R, a.k.a. a rope top. In kink and BDSM, rigor is a general neutral term that is applied to someone who ties rope bondage or who is a rope bondage top. The term comes from sailing when it was applied to the person who was responsible for the ropes that controlled the sails. So this term applies to people that use handcuffs, use clothes.
People up with very imaginative items.
Yes, all of the above. And so if those are the type of things that you would like to explore in your journeys, be it BDSM or other, you are a top. When you are a bottom, it is called a rope bunny.
I could wear my Ariana Grande bunny ears and still check in on the apps.
Yeah. Find me on farmersonly.com.
Okay, because no, seriously, there are new apps that the people are saying that require more things and it's more legitimate because of these things. I'm just like, y'all still ugly. But
Wow.
I just didn't want to be the only one.
Wow.
Gonna be here for it, so.
Well,
I'm the only one. Y'all ugly and I'm not here for it.
wow. Well, the word used to it. Find out for yourself.
Amen.
Our affirmations this week include tall men and bearded men are allowed to be bottoms and versatiles. Oftentimes they are ashamed because they look like a masculine top or a heterosexual man, and then you start talking to them or you get them in the bed and find out they would like that booty hole plunged, and that's fine.
Huh?
That's absolutely fine. That is
I'm supposed to believe
okay.
it. I'm supposed. Who?
You.
Me.
You and them.
Oh.
I have met many men.
Where's your Shay fan? Because
Many,
I need your Shay fan for this recording at your house.
I've met many men in the 6'5", 6'4",
Woo!
6'6"
I have as well.
Arenas that identify only as bottoms or at most versatile. But when you see them
At the Impulse event.
at face value,
Or at face value. Sure.
when you see them at face value, a lot of times people identify them as just tops because they got to be just tops.
They
because
identify
fit.
themselves. You don't have to identify them. They identify as. Bitch, you see these stockings, you see these leggings, you see this boot. Bitch, you see what size this boot is? I'm about them.
So I would like them to be affirmed. It is great. You can be whatever you would like to be, no matter your height, no matter your facial hair. You are valid and you are important, and
Versatile.
you can be whatever you would like to be, whether it be top, versatile, bottom, asexual, or heterosexual. You can be all of the things.
In a boot with a legged, I could be heterosexual. Cool.
Yes.
And you can.
Your clothing does not define what you want to do in bed.
Was she asking for it? It don't matter what she had on. She wasn't asking for it. Hashtag no me too. Hashtag some of the other things.
Oh, wow. Well, this week in the hot HAWT topics,
It's the E on the end, by the way.
the Kojic Bottoms have decided that they were going to come for Miss Funky Deneva, our YouTube sister and brother. And Miss Funky Deneva decided that she was not about to have the shit.
Can't.
Not this week.
Can't.
Not this month. Not this season.
Unavailable.
Andrew Caldwell made some wild allegations.
Wow. The wild allegations.
Wild. And Funky Deneva did the respectable, mature thing and took to his YouTube to make some money. One. Because if I got to talk about you, I'm going to make some money while doing it. I'm not going to do no fucking...
If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
I'm not going to do no fucking Facebook post where I'm not going to make no money. I'm going to do a YouTube video and make some coins off of this.
With the link.
And so if you have not seen the video, go check out the video. It's really, really good. He broke down why he's not directly shading Andrew Caldwell, because Andrew Caldwell is differently abled. And because of that, he didn't take the messy gay queen way out of just reading the girl's eyes out.
It would have been not an irregular. What do you call it? Irregular when the triangle don't match. Obtuse triangle. It would have been obtuse as fuck. Cause, child, Funky would have won.
Well, yeah, clearly, but he did the mature thing this past week by just saying, "Girl, put the blame where it is. The blame one is on the Kojic Church, because the Kojic Church is what made this monster,
enabled you, yeah,
and continues to enable him because he continues to, be at these conferences, be a part of the church, and say he's dating women when we know girl.
And check in with an Avis car rental with the no smoking sticker in the back window.
Okay.
Or he's checking in from the front.
But Funky Deneva did what most of us should do when anyone tries to shade you on the internet. Go higher and say, listen, girl, get some help.
Trump's America. Trump's America.
You might be going through postpartum depression. Get some help. But Funky Deneva, again, like I said, elevated the argument, and I thought it was about to be like a car crash that you just can't help but watch, but you shouldn't be watching. But it actually was a positive informational moment, and I thank Funky Deneva for that.
Thank you.
It was still funny, but it wasn't shady. And again, that's where we need to take these conversations, especially with our own members of our own communities. Next, everybody is going to be talking about the Nicki Minaj and Cardi B situation currently ongoing. We will not. If they are going to fight, or if they're going to make diss records, then I am happy to report on those things. But this telenovela that they got going on right now, keep it on the playground.
When people were like, Ronald, did you hear this? I responded, truth is, I'm tired.
Quite.
And I responded with an emoji of Iyanla Van Zant with her hair down. Imagine Iyanla. I'm on the OWN network. I'm the number one girl after Greenleaf. Iyanla Van Zant's tired. And I am as well. I'm trying to come into wisdom with wisdom. Present y'all wisdom. I got 2 or 3 examples and exercises. And y'all still don't want to work it out. Then who are me to sit at my desk on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday? Show up Thursday afternoon for filming to make sure you checked in properly. And Friday, make sure that they got your, do you like whiskey or do you like vodka? Who are me to continue to check in?
Well, I'm not checking in. I'm not tuning in. I am only here if they have an actual altercation, because I would watch that.
Yeah. Not just a shoot
or
thrown.
If they decide to get it in the booth and do what their job description really is.
I pay you $100,000 if you can find footage of my friend doing her thing. First of all, your friend's friend ain't got footage of her doing her thing. Then, bitch, I put it down for nothing. I can't get no.
Yeah, it gets no more air. If y'all fight or record, that's it.
The gag is this what Cardi said. Cardi said, I will fight. We can put it down in the booth. Oh, not that I believe that was the truth.
But that's why I didn't get at no credibility. Because she could have did that already.
What we doing? No, I think it's valid to say, like, what are the parameters to settle this? And let's go with those parameters. Because you want to go back and forth about this is the angle. No shade. If it came down to, at the Superman, let's have a model off. Well, you will win the model off because you've been modeling and taking pictures. And child, who are me? I never been in front of a camera. But if that was the thing to settle it, then let's do that. There's a potential I could lose, and I agreed to it. But also, like, well, girl, let's have a blog off. I posted something in 2012. The girls are still checking for it. You would lose because you didn't have a blog in 2012. So, what are the parameters for the how do we settle this? Because, girl, I'm interested in a settlement. It's my money and I need it now. Now.
So again,
let's move on.
I'm turning that telenovela off. No, ma'am.
I can't comprehend Spanish. I took Spanish, but it was easy because...
Well, let's have a Spanish off then.
Yo quiero Taco Bell. Can't say with as much compassion as I said that.
So you already lost.
I said it with passion.
Okay. Next, scooters. This episode is really also really brought to you by scooters because scooters...
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Bless her heart.
You want Taco Bell?
Wow.
You a top, so Taco Bell not gonna phase you. Taco Bell, no, I do not want Taco Bell. Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Loco en cabeza.
I don't know what that means.
I know.
This bitch crazy. This is what it sounded like.
Scooters.
Oh.
Our young friend in Atlanta with a heavy Baltimore accent had a video that went viral over the past week where she was addressing the scooter crisis in Atlanta. And was letting the girls know that they can be apprehended for these shenanigans with the scooters.
Oh.
I particularly took great attention. No, girl, it's still a fail.
We still not talk,
I took great attention to the ending of the video when she told the girls, "Y'all are going to jail!" Period! Because there was a lot of soul in that.
Say it one more time.
There was a lot of feeling. She was tired of the girls riding around
I'm tired.
on these scooters in Atlanta, riding past her while she was driving a car on 285, going to the gig, going to the club, going to the meetup, going to the festival. And so she took to the internet to tell y'all how fucking tired she was of y'all and y'all shenanigans. And I'm absolutely here for it. Scooters are for Bird, the actual app.
It's an app.
It's an app. It's not for actual birds. You may be an actual bird and you can steal a scooter.
That's me. Hello.
And try to resell it, but y'all are going to jail.
Period. I want to. Can I?
Sure.
The law states if it goes over 35 miles an hour, you could be on the highway. And a bird, no balls, goes up to 40 miles an hour. So, as long as I do maximum volume, I can be on the expressway with my shenanigan. I can't ride in the Hove lane because I don't have two persons present. But in Georgia, if my shenanigan is going over 35 miles an hour, I am rightful when I am on the expressway. I just want to make that known because I'm a girl who don't drive. I am one of the 3%. So, I just want to say that.
So you also will be going to jail. Period. That's fine. You stated your case. Convictions coming. Robert Mueller's about to close his case, girl.
The gag is he was supposed to close his case in September. It's October.
That's okay.
Finna be #finna be November.
In other news, our girl, Miss Valentina, can I keep it on?
Woo! Can I keep it on? Can I keep it on?
Of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 9 fame has secured multiple bags.
It's the Ariana Grande lip sync. How you don't know the words? And then they're gonna bring you back for a something else over something else?
Well, she speaks more Spanish than you, so maybe that's why.
Hey, just I'm speechless. No Ariana, apparently, because I don't know Spanish.
Well,
But
she has secured multiple bags, and Fox has let the cat out the bag in announcing that she's going to be in a leading role for Fox's new imagining of Rent. And also, spoiler alert, if you don't want to know anything about All Stars
Season 4
of RuPaul's Drag Race, they let the cat out the bag that she's officially on that cast as well.
And that don't come out to January to March of 2019. But Rent is coming out Christmas.
Yeah, beforehand. So they let the cat out of the bag. We've been speculating for a while whether she was going to do All Stars, and she said she would not do All Stars until she felt ready. And she didn't feel ready this last season of All Stars because she was just getting out and was just, started touring and making coins other places, touring internationally and things like that. And so,
intercontinental.
Yeah,
Ooh, I like that word. That's the word you meant. I like that word though.
They mean the same thing. And so what this signals to me is that she feels like she's ready.
She's ready.
And so if she's on
I know
All-Stars
my words.
4,
I know my words.
she knows her words.
I got my fashion together.
And she had her fashion together the last time.
She did. 10 months.
And so now she got coins.
Change look or never.
And so now she got coins to back up the fashion. She knows that she got to do her words. She knows she got to sing. She knows she got to act. She knows she got to sew.
I've been here before.
all of them have been here before, but
You're
they
not
show up
gonna
and
catch me out here.
but they show up and forget that they were there and forget the things that they learned.
That's how you end up with a runner like Trixie Mattel.
No, girl.
Trixie Mattel continues to shows up and he continues to shows up. You see how irregular it is? It don't go together. It don't match. Trixie Mattel.
Most of Trixie Mattel shit don't match.
Be on my nerves.
Yeah.
Shangela should have won this season, but we all know injustice for Shangela, but
Confirmed. So shout out to Valentina.
exposed.
Yeah.
Not by RuPaul or Fox or
No, by Fox.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, by Fox.
I don't
So
like
shout
the
out to
rhythm.
her because now she has multiple bags just guaranteed. So even if she don't win All Stars 4, which I don't know who else is on All Stars 4, but she's my pick right now.
She is?
Yeah, I want her to win.
I still want Shangela, get a box.
No, Shangela's not coming back no more. Shangela's too big for it now. She's starring on A Star Is
She
Born.
was too big before it was All Stars 3. No shade. She was too big.
Yeah, but it's Valentina's
Because
time.
Shangela said, like, they emailed us and said, Lady Gaga is starring in a movie where she is singing, and we want you to come audition. And Shangela didn't. And then when the period passed, where Shangela...
Period!
When the period auditioned where Shangela could, hey, Lady Gaga was expecting you to come audition and you didn't. What's the problem? And Shangela was like, oh, they serious. Well, let me see. Delta, American, not United, because United be out here. But
Not Ryanair.
and not Ryanair either. I'm going to get that. But Shangela was like, oh, she personally requested. I thought this was just like a general request. But when they found out Lady Gaga personally requested Shangela, she flew out there and snatched her role.
Yeah. And a lot of critics are saying she was...
I want Valentina. If Valentina's pussy is that big, I hope Valentina's able to sustain that big of a pussy. Because girls gonna hate when your pussy that big.
Wow.
So,
Hashtag big pussy.
is... Big Pussy might be the episode title. We start recording. We don't know. But, I don't know.
So, shout out again to Valentina. I want to see you succeed. I can't wait to see... I don't even like Rent. I don't like musicals, but I want to watch it.
What is Rent? I don't even know.
It's a musical.
I haven't watched the whole thing through.
It's been going on for a long
I get
time.
mine and I move on.
Wow. Top realness. But I want to see you succeed, and I can't wait to see you in both of these. So, I'm looking forward to it. So, circling back to our icebreaker for our OK Stop challenge that we did. Miss Treasure, the young lady that is as black.
That's how you describe it.
She's as black as Kunta Kinte, but has decided to identify and label herself as white. Miss Treasure has lost all her marbles. Dr. Phil recently interviewed this young black woman, black girl, who believes in her heart of hearts that she is white.
Her hair is straight. Her nose is not as big as a Negro.
Or her lips. And she doesn't have a white person's ears. So
What?
there's that. Reverse Rachel Dolezal has arrived, ladies and gentlemen.
Reverse.
That's really what she's claiming to be out here. I don't know who prayed for this, but take it back. Take it the fuck back. I believe her mom and probably the kids at her school.
I thought her mama called Dr. Who called Dr. Phil?
Her mom
I'm
did.
asking. Okay.
Her mom did. But that don't mean she didn't have a problem. She didn't have a portion in making this a problem.
How did you set this up?
So if you watch the full episode, her mom went into detail about lying to Treasure about who she really was at a very young age. Mm-hmm. And then they were living in a very affluent community at the time. And then
She was adopted. Treasure was adopted or something.
She was living in a very affluent community at the time, and they had to move back to
the ghetto.
The ghetto.
The ghetto.
Loosely. That's the loosest interpretation I could put it.
Hashtag no loose.
And so at that point, that's when Treasure started making the pivot to being a white person.
I don't belong here. This is different for
right,
me.
because she was surrounded previously by
prestige,
white people and white things and white environments, and then we put her in this black environment. She's like, oh girl,
The corner store over here. Check in on Facebook if you need to before you disappear.
And so I believe her mom's explanation of her background had a lot to do with that, and the kids at her school also enabled that. And so when you are a black kid in a mostly white school, you adopt a lot of things around you. You listen to what a lot of those kids say around you, and oftentimes those kids will, result to the default of, well, you're black, and I mean, I guess, but we're white, and so that's better. And so to fit in and to not be bullied, I can see very well that Treasure probably adopted that same speak and saying, oh, well, I'm white too. I'm really not black, and my hair really is straight, and my nose really isn't big, and my lips really are
a gag.
and all of those things.
It's a gag.
And so I think it was a combination of what her mom told her about her identity, and as well as the kids at her school told her about their identity and hers, that made this concoction of a pitiful, self-hating young girl. And when met with positive black reinforcements on the show, she just resorted to calling this other mental health professional a hood rat. And the mental health professional was like, listen, you just need some help, baby. You just really need some help. Come see me when you want some help. And I thought that, yes, it was a viral moment, but it was also an important moment because we saw the breakdown of the black family. We saw the breakdown of mental health in the black community in one girl. Like, social media and the opinions of kids around her have pushed her in this direction where she just does not know where to go, and she just has to stay true to her current opinion as possible to, maintain the dignity of what she thinks is right, even though it is the most wrong, and people around her are telling her that. When she decided to align herself with the KKK, I got all the Boondocks vibes.
Whoa, she did?
Yes, watch the episode.
When?
And throughout the episode.
I was asking my coworkers, is the full episode out? It is.
Yes, the full episode is out.
Oh my god.
So in the episode, her mom was asking her about.
Yeah, the mom called the show.
No, her mom was asking her about her connections to the KKK and has she been calling them, and she said, "Yeah, I got their number on speed dial," and she speed dialed the KKK.
What do you mean?
She speed dialed the KKK.
She got a number?
Yes.
At the warehouse?
No,
she got a number down to the warehouse
at the KKK headquarters, and so she had been getting the talking points from KKK members, and espousing those same talking points back out, and saying that they were welcoming her, and she was hopefully wanting to get a white hood one day. And so at that point, like I said, I got the vibes of the Boondocks, where we had that one blind black gentleman. I forgot what his name is.
That was Dave Chappelle's show. No shade.
Oh, it was on both though.
It was kind of both.
It was on both. Where you had the person that was very black,
who
but
didn't
just
understand.
physically couldn't see that he was black, and was aligning himself with these white organizations. And so I felt like she was basically doing the same. Like, she just could not see through any of the filters or any of the lenses that she was really black, and was aligning herself with these white organizations, white nationalist organizations at that.
I have a question. So you are gay. So just if you couldn't tell if you perceived I might be bisexual, or I know I like women, but I'm not opposed to dating men. And then you did experience at the Superman. His ass is. I like fat asses, so I might go home with him tonight because his physical features are the thing that I'm looking for. Do you still say out loud that his ass is fat, or how do you receive that message in the intro? Because there are a lot of people in like Miami, Los Angeles, Seattle, and they just feel like, I don't know who I am or what I am. I don't have a definite answer. Because me, bottom, power, blah, 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 I can give you 3 or 4 adjectives to define who I am. But people, when they don't know who they are or the things that they are into sexually, when you encounter those people, because that's important in this situation, because she felt like I could do all of these things and be this powerful woman. Do you not receive that? You're looking at me weird. I wish cameras was here. This is one of those, hey friend, hey, I wish we had cameras in here.
No. What she is operating in is delusion.
Oh.
And so I don't believe bisexuals are delusional. I believe
they're not. No.
That bisexuals are on a spectrum. And I myself, I very initially identified myself as bisexual, and then I was like, girl, no, I'm full gay. But now I don't even know that I would really identify myself as bisexual or gay, because pussy is cute. I like pussy sometimes. Okay. And should pussy be thrown my way, I don't know that I would say no. I again, as I've said in recent episodes, I had an experience with a trans man this year. Great time. Amazing time. We fucked twice, actually. And it was better.
Oh, twice. I didn't even know twice. Oh.
It wasn't your business.
I will be revealed here for a podcast.
And I had better sex with him than I've had with biological men. So, some biological men, not all.
Okay.
And so I can't put myself in the full box of just gay, because at some point through this year I was banging vagina out. And so I can't be like fully gay and then be like, well, I do like, a little vag here and there. That doesn't correspond. And so I don't feel like I have a full label because of that.
Okay.
But I think that those are two different conversations, because being bisexual is a spectrum, but being delusional is not. And she is fully delusional. She is not on the spectrum of, am I really black or am I really white? She's not on that spectrum. She
said her hair was full without a pressing curl. Ma'am, we can tell you got a kid in that. You don't have a kid, but you at least got a press.
Yeah, she's not on a spectrum. She's fully on a delusional path of, I am a white woman and you are not. And so that's why those two things are very, very, very different. Bisexuality and sexuality as a whole can be a spectrum, but identifying with the race that you are, not assigned, but that you are, is not a spectrum. Those two things are not a spectrum.
Here for a podcast, give us 30 seconds. We're about to take an exclusive Patreon photo. Make sure you guys follow us on Patreon. And Here for a Pod. Do you need to brush first, or are you ready for a Patreon photo?
No.
Come on. We're going to take a Patreon photo in the middle of the Here for a Podcast episode. 3, 2. Oh, wow.
Also this week, Caitlyn Jenner has popped back up in the news, you guys. I foresaw this.
You don't look serious. Let's take another one.
Okay.
Patreon content. We need 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Patreon. They give us coins.
Caitlyn Jenner has popped up back in the news this week, and again, I have talked about it on previous episodes throughout the year, since she made her opinion on Donald Trump known, that she's a fraud. She has been a fraud, will always be a fraud, gonna continue to be a fucking fraud. Wow. And unfortunately, she identifies as trans right now.
Just a little fraud.
And it is the black eye on the trans community that they don't need right now. They need positive allies, positive people on their team doing positive things, and Caitlyn Jenner is not. Caitlyn Jenner basically said, this Trump administration thing that y'all about to do, this is upsetting me and my homegirls.
And the girls I go out to happy hour with.
And we told y'all. We told you specifically, Caitlyn Jenner, that this is not what the fuck you think it's about to be in voting for no goddamn Donald Trump. And here it is. 2 years later, after voting for him, after supporting him because of your conservative beliefs outside of social beliefs, because your social beliefs are, I should be allowed to transition. I should be allowed to be a woman if I want to. Even if the Republicans don't believe that as well, I can still vote for a Republican because I have conservative beliefs, because they're going to protect
I have money.
They're going to protect my tax dollars and make me more money and all of that other conservative bullshit.
Chris told me it was okay.
And it has come to pass now that the Trump administration has been in direct opposition of people like Caitlyn Jenner. And now Caitlyn Jenner has her panties all in a wad. I just can't believe that I voted for this. I don't understand. They told us that they would be protecting the LGBT community. Why the fuck did you think people told you that they weren't 2 years ago? And now you just can't understand. You can't believe. Caitlyn Jenner. Your new political stand is old. It's old. It's tired. It's tired as them fucking heels you continue to wear that don't support your calves, that don't support your ass. It's bad. It's ugly. It has no optics. Go away from me with this. I'm not here for it.
Come on.
The manager of the bomber, I call him the Trump bomber.
He had a manager?
Yes, he had a manager.
Oh my God. I don't even have a manager. I've been working on blogging, podcasting, videos on YouTube, and the girl who bombed the synagogue got a manager.
No one bombed the synagogue. The bomber that has been mailing bombs to top Democrats.
That girl, even that girl, she got a manager?
She has a manager. Who had his first day in court the other day. His manager at the pizza restaurant that he was working for as a delivery man did an interview with CNN where she also identified as a lesbian and said that he was a good worker. He showed up on time. He made all of his deliveries. And that she was shocked by the KKK symbols and the targets on Democratic politicians on the side of his van that she already saw before the attacks.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yes.
I'm pretending to be shocked.
So it lit a
It
light under you did all the dramatics. It lit a light in my head because people feel like just because you're a good worker doesn't mean that you can't be a racist, a xenophobic person, or a just out of left field ideologue at the same time. All those things can be going on at the same time. You don't, just because you're a good worker does not mean you're not a racist. Does not mean you're not a killer. Does not mean you're not a traitor. Does not mean you're not against the Republic of the United States. And all of those things were true in this man's case. So again, I'm sure you guys all saw those stories of the bombs going to the Obama's house, the Clinton's house, to multiple CNN offices, to Eric Holder. They tried to send something to Maxine Waters. All of these top people that have been trying to hold Donald Trump accountable. He sent these attempted pipe bombs to their offices or residences. They interviewed his manager because they wanted to get a better glimpse of who the man is behind the bombs. His manager did everything short of calling him a homophobe, even though he told her that he hoped that she would burn in hell because she was a lesbian. I find this very, very disheartening because, you know, as a manager myself, I manage people in things that I do in my day job. I manage people in things that I do in other jobs that I do. If anyone pulled up to work with KKK symbols on the side of their van, with targets on Democratic politicians' faces on the side of the van, I'd be like, no, thank you.
Huh?
From a public relations stance, you're not gonna be able to work here. I'm sorry about it. I'm really sorry about it. File a report with HR if you need to. But you're not going to be able to work here. And the coddling of someone like this is a problem. He should not be working in the United States with all of this. You can have all of your own views. Nobody's telling you not to be pro-Trump. But when you're so pro-Trump and so homophobic and so xenophobic, you don't get to work in certain places. You definitely don't get to work with me. But she was making all of these excuses for why he got to work there because he was a good worker and he showed up on time. Well, he's also a criminal now, a convicted criminal.
I have to admit that out loud.
And so even after the facts that he threatened to burn her because she was a lesbian, invited her places socially and told her that she couldn't bring her girlfriend because we don't agree with that. She still continued to work with him and she still continued to stand up for him even though he was arrested and convicted of these federal crimes. And so I asked the question, as a manager, could you hire or fire someone with these characteristics?
It's weird because I have to support them through the organizations. Every organization is different. And you have to support the firing of a person through what they feel they can support legally if something came back. Because where I currently work, you know where I currently work, it's a major organization, and the girls always
The strip club.
The girls always feel like, I'ma sue them because I know they got money, they got coin, they got blah blah blah. No shade, I seriously did not tell you this. Today, I walked out of my job. A girl was at the front door of the job, in front of where clients, you know I work. The girl's coming to the front doors of the organization. She was standing outside at the front door of the organization. Wow, so y'all really gonna fire me with this crystal ball? I at least have 2 or 3 reasons why I can sue y'all back. Sue us back. Nobody was planning on suing you, ma'am. But you left this loophole and you left this open place, and while you fired me, you left this. Ma'am, me personally, do you think that organization left a loophole where you could sue them or there could be a moment for discourse? They are not the type of girls. All of the lawyers for this organization make $80,000 to $100,000 a year. Minimum. Period! And you think you, a girl that makes $12, $15, $18 an hour, was a threat to us? Bitch. One, you should get out of my face because you waste your time. 2, I'm going on break. 3, I'm texting my boyfriend back. 4, I'm cheating on my boyfriend. 5, ooh, don't these trips to Cancun look great for Christmas? Bitch, these lawyers at these corporate places where a bitch like me work, you waste your time. If you even go get a per diem lawyer, if your lawyer does not cost hundreds of dollars an hour, what are you doing? You waste your time and mine. So I should just DM you like, hey sis, you waste your time. That's all I got.
Great. So my next subject is about an express
Don't waste your time.
delivery company.
Oh my God.
I use the word express lightly.
Very lightly.
Quote unquote express.
As light as me being a 5'1", 130-pound bottom.
And it's
not happening.
That's not. Yeah,
It's not light.
That's not light.
Lightly.
The one thing I do want to do is light the blunt. Light the blunt.
I was not going to be opposed. I thought you had one tonight.
No.
100,000 listens, but...
Yeah, we're going to get there as well.
Amen.
But DHL, if you are not familiar with this company or brand, claims to be an international express delivery system like FedEx, like UPS, but unlike FedEx and unlike UPS, they don't mean express. They mean whenever the fuck I get a chance to give you your things, I'll give you your things when I get a chance. And I'm absolutely not here for it. I placed an order 4 weeks ago for things that were very expensive towards this gala that I had planned, that I had organized. And, I'm the outreach director for Impulse. And we had an amazing, successful gala this past Sunday. And I was going to be cute at the gala because it's mine. And there was over a week and a half delay in getting me my things. Sadly, I'd like to report I got my things today, Tuesday. That was supposed to be here over a week and a half ago. They gave me all of the sympathy and payola fucking excuses that they could give me of why it's not here, why it's in Virginia, why it's in Ohio, why it's in Cincinnati, why it's in DC, and we can't find your address. The courier tried to stop by, but he couldn't. His GPS didn't load, and then he couldn't find your address. Express delivery means express fucking delivery. If you have to use this service, don't. Just don't. Go pick it up. If you have to fucking fly to China to go get your shit, go fly to China to go get your shit, because you're not going to get it when you think you are. And so I highlight them / lowlight them because I had no experience with using them. I have only experienced USPS, FedEx, and UPS. When they tell me I'm going to get my things, I get my things when they say, hey, your things are going to be here on Friday. Mm-hmm. They show up on Friday, regardless. DHL told me my things would be here a week and a half ago. They showed up today. And with no apology, with no credits, no refunds, do not use DHL for shit. At the fuck all.
The gag is, with Here for a Shop, we use all of the girls. Depending on what you press, if you want an express shipment, you want a regular shipment. And it matters because we use these same people. Depending what you press at checkout for hereforashop.com, you will receive a lot of the different girls. And if you ever experience a shortage, a delay, a slight, feel free to message us at The Superman and at Ronald Matters, because, girl, it's not even our orders. It's our homegirl order, and it's upsetting me and my homegirl at this point. So make sure when you go to hereforashop.com and place your orders, if you... Thank you. We love you. Support you. Are we moving to Hot Topic?
American Horror Stories was also awesome this week.
My favorite show.
Apocalypse delivered as it has been delivering for weeks now. Miss Joan Dynasty Collins is back, and she worked the fuck out as a new witch, which I was not expecting. I just thought she was dead. We wouldn't go see her again. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your attendance. I mean, we were just grateful that you showed up in film again, because we hadn't seen you in forever. But she showed up as a new witch, and she was the witch that is gathering the warlocks. Spoiler alert. Figuring out that the warlocks was up to some shit. They knew that they didn't have no real alpha, but they was just trying to get somebody powerful to take the Supreme out. Period. Nan, our differently abled witch, is back. A lot of girls were like, oh my God, y'all talking about all these other people that didn't show up, but where's Nan? Where's Nan? And Nan finally showed up with Papa Legba, and she said, girl, I've been having fun down here in hell.
Bitch, here I go.
They got me in charge of the halls and shit. I'm having fun. I'm not pressed about y'all. You ain't gotta invite me back, Cordelia. I'm good.
Bitch, here I go.
Notably missing was Marie Laveau, Angela Bassett's character, which the other voodoo queen, Dinah, explained that the witches were responsible for her death in some way, some mystery way we don't know yet. But there have been reports amongst the trades and the blogs and the things that the one and only Miss Angela Bassett has been spotted on the set of the season finale of American Horror Story Apocalypse.
That's gonna be the gag. The same way y'all thought that Lawrence was saying, like, Lawrence was like, I'm not filming Insecure. Insecure? They have not even called me. Now, Angela Bassett gag, that would not even be like a cute look. Oh, I see how he tried it, but I'm here for it. It's gonna be a
period. Um,
I'm just telling you, if Angela Bassett show up and if Angela Bassett says, they did not call me, I don't know what y'all talking about. Now turn around to see Angela Bassett in the finale, I'm screaming. So have them come to the apartment complex. It's a white woman in distress, and she is me. No Tamia.
Wow. I'm absolutely here for it. I would love to see Angela Bassett. We only got like 3 more episodes of the series. And so if they are just wrapping up the season finale, I can't wait to see it. I hope that she makes a return, even if it's just a flashback scene of how the White Witches have killed her. That's cool. Just do my queen justice. Just do my queen justice. And lastly, in Hot Topics, I would like you guys to make a plan. Make a plan for next Tuesday. Next Tuesday is the most fucking important day of the year.
I might not be able to come here to record live. I'm going to try to early vote. I'm going to do my best to early vote. Early voting is really important. Okay, but just in case I don't make it.
I would like you guys to make a plan for next Tuesday. Pause this podcast right now. If you have not made a plan, make sure you can vote before work, during work, or after work. It is absolutely critical. We have been telling you for weeks to register. I hope that you listened, you registered. The next step is to get to the fucking polling places. The polling places are going to be packed. Make sure you have time. Make sure you allot an hour to an hour and a half to stand in the line. You will stand in the line for an amusement park ride or a club for that long or for dick that long sometimes. So stand in that line to vote. The black, gay vote matters. Your vote matters. And if we don't vote, we are complicit in everything that will happen to us if we don't. I wish that I could vote in Florida. Voting here in Maryland when I vote, it's going to mean the same thing. The same people going to still be elected. No shade. And I'm still going to vote
Maryland
regardless.
is Democratic most of the time.
No, almost 90% of the time.
Okay, but Florida would be questionable.
I wish I could vote in Florida because Andrew Gillum is the candidate that I am so fucking excited about. I am excited about Beto O'Rourke, but I know Texas, I don't know. We're going to see. But Florida, y'all have a real chance to elect a black governor. Andrew Gillum eloquently read the dog shit out of his opponent in this last debate. And if you have not looked it up, look it up right now. It was the most fucking political, intelligent drag that I have seen since Barack Obama was taking down John McCain and the other Republican girl, the one from where is she from? Utah? Yeah, whatever her name is. I haven't seen a black man drag a white man like that for a while, and it was great. She basically was talking about how racist he was without calling him a racist, and that's what we need right now.
That was the gag, because he got him. That's what I received. He was a racist without being called it.
Yeah,
and that hurts worse because, like, I'm from Memphis. When you bitch, you a racist. Okay, I am. Yeah, I received that. But when girls don't know that they're being called a racist, that is the gotcha or something. But it don't matter if we don't go to the polls.
No, it matters that we do go to the polls.
We should. Yeah, that's why we gotta go. That's what I'm saying.
This is the
we
most.
We gotta go.
I think that one is one of the.
Her being dumb is cute, but okay. Well, let me outsmart you by going to the polls as well.
Yeah, definitely make sure you guys get to the polls. If you are a Florida listener, make sure that you are registered. Do early voting. Again, they're trying to suppress the vote, but get this man elected. He got some reading tips from his gay older brother. Clearly,
his gay older brother.
No, he really does have a gay older brother.
Oh, he do?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's talked about his gay older brother on
this is why I listen to her for. This is why I listen to her for a podcast. He got a gay older brother.
He's got a gay older brother that he's been talking about on the campaign trail of coming out in the South when it's just not popular to come out, and you live in a black conservative family. Somewhat conservative, and you can't be the person that you really are. And so his brother had to pack up and move to California so he could really be who he was. And he talks about his disconnect with his brother because of his brother's gayness because he couldn't live in Florida. He couldn't live somewhere where he could be him. And so his brother packed up and moved to fucking California because, girl, I can be gay over there.
California is more democratic than Florida. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's beautiful.
So please vote for this man. Andrew Gillum deserves all of our votes. And if you are a Florida voter, please vote. Vote for me, because I can't vote in Florida. Not without doing some illegal shit. And I'm not trying to do no illegal shit. So if you can legally vote in Florida, please, if you don't vote for nobody else, vote for Andrew Gillum. Vote for our gay-ass principals, or let the bigots continue to diminish us with their laws. Because they will. They will. Period.
Okay, well, nothing else to say. Thank you guys so much for leaving us reviews on Apple Podcasts. Open your purple app on your iPhone, search for our name, Here For It, and leave us a review on the internet on Apple Podcasts. We have been trending in a West African country. Thank you guys so much. We have been trending in the Bahamas. I don't know who is listening, but thank you guys so much. If you would please DM us so we can follow you. We love our followers in the Bahamas and in Africa. Thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast. Follow us and tell us to follow you back, because we want to. We love you guys. This week in social studies, I want to talk about, I need like 10 minutes. Okay, so we're going to talk about my experiment. Yesterday evening, I asked this person to be my boyfriend on Facebook, because I wanted to do the experiment. It's about to be, well, it is. Cuddle season is in full effect. Daylight saving time is this Sunday. Roll your clocks back. You should have found someone to cuddle with and know you want to cuddle with them. So
you're shaming me now, huh?
I haven't found anyone for real to roll my clocks back. Roll your tapes back. So I found someone and I was like, well, let's do something for Facebook and let's be in a relationship. A lot of the comments were, I can't believe you want to be with him. He a bottom. Oh my God, I can't believe you want to be with him. He's not the type I perceived for you. Oh my gosh, I cannot. Well, take God out of it, because you just a mess and you're being yourself in your response. But okay, great. I perceived you to be this way, and then you end up in a relationship with someone who gives these traits. How do you know? You haven't dated him and decided to be in a relationship with him. But even as I say these things, my co-host looks at me like, no, girl, you decided to be in a relationship with him. And it was a stuff for Facebook, and I can't believe you decided that.
Choices.
Well, my next one is to be in a relationship with you. What do you think the responses would be if we agreed to be in a relationship on Facebook and people like, I knew y'all was gonna always end up together, but people's responses are gonna be what they will be. Yes, no.
Yes, they will be, but whether they're accurate or not are two different things.
And who's to know? The people in the relationship or the girls responding on Facebook?
Well, you know the accuracy of your things. The people around you know the accuracy of your things. It's not
the immediate circle.
It's not about whether everyone on social media knows the accuracy of your things.
And so, the guy who I selected him, Sean. Thank you so much. I thank you again for agreeing to be in a relationship with me on Facebook. I texted him yesterday. I said, "Hey, are you single right now?" Because he is cute. He is. He has things going for himself. And I said, "Sean, will you be in a relationship with me on Facebook?" He was like, well, I text all my bottoms who matter. And I told them I'm about to do a stunt on Facebook. So sure, let's do it. And so then people started messaging me. Was like, well, you know, he bottomed for me. And, oh, well, I thought he was a full bottom. And we had like over 240, 250. Congrats on your love. Congrats on your relationship. Congrats on your things moving forward. I never would have, in my inbox, I never would have expected this. You have always shown to me that you have, talking about me, they were saying, like, you've always shown to me that you had issues with commitments. I do. Because my commitments first are RonaldMatters.com, Here for a Podcast, Casa Ruby DC, Impulse Group DC, because those things matter to me and my co-host. Dick. I'm like, you like 8th, 9th on the list. Sorry, sir. But when you claim someone on the internet in a popular season like cuddle season, cuddle weather, Thanksgiving, Christmas, you don't know if someone is worthy of taking home to your family, people will hate on it. It seems like hate. People will come out of the woodworks. Where did you come from? I, Ronald Matters, have not talked to you in 5 years. Where did you come from? Who are you? Wow, you in a relationship now? I might be. I haven't talked to you in a year and a half. Where did you come from, sir? So today for social studies, I wanted to talk about when is it appropriate to talk to an ex? Shout out to relationship expert Chris Armstrong. After an immediate breakup, Chris Armstrong, relationship expert, recommends take 3 or 4 days. If you Sunday, I don't think it's gonna work. Well, don't text me Wednesday. Hey, how you doing? Bitch, I don't know. I'm either trying to fuck to get over you or devastated that you did this to me. Number 2, text on special occasions. If you and your ex broke up and it was amicable, hashtag platonic, hashtag synonym, sure, the immediate curse of dissolving what you had, I'm going to need 3 or 4 days to get over that. But if you want to text me and say, hey girl, how your Wednesday? I can't even guarantee I'm going to say like, oh, this person, or oh that, or oh this, something that is relative. But take your time with me, because Chris Armstrong says that it is important to move into a friendship space sooner rather than later if you plan to have a friendship after you break up. And the last thing is, do not text an ex early in the morning or late in the evening. Chris says, our relationship expert that I'm referring to, says that those times are usually held for loved ones or someone I'm interested in having an intimate relationship with. So if you're just an ex at this point, text me around 10:30, no later than 5:30. Question for you. If someone's not as important, or when is the cutoff for wow, you're texting me at 11:30 p. Is 11:30 p.m. the cutoff for if they expect to have an intimate relationship? If an ex wants to reach out.
Me personally, my cutoff is at 10. Because nigga, I gotta work tomorrow, and you're not a priority. And so when you are a priority, then you can have those times where it doesn't matter what time you call me. I'm gonna answer the phone or text you back or whatever. But outside of having those privileges, if you ain't got no boyfriend privileges, then nigga, don't text me after 10 o'clock.
Is there an early morning time for you?
Don't text me before 9. I'm at work. I'm going to work. I'm getting ready for work. At 9 o'clock, I'm gonna definitely be at work. I should have answered my emergency emails first, and then I might have time to text you back. But after 10 and before 9, nigga, who are you?
After 10, before 9. Oh, I actually like that. Your method is better than Chris. My person who I was referencing.
What's his credentials?
Heavy.
Okay.
What's going on in sexual health this week?
Well, I combined sexual health and mental health this week because they both go hand in hand. there is a list that I saw floating on social media, and I thought again that it pertained very heavily to sexual health and mental health, and that's why I'm making it the sexual mental health key this week. These are 5 keys to stop people from abusing your energy. And energy meaning your mental health, meaning your sexual health, your sexual time, because I could be spending my sexual time with other people that are not exhibiting these traits. You know, especially, you know, as my co-host was saying a moment ago about this being cuddle buddy season, getting you a fuck buddy, all of those things. You want to make sure that these people do not exhibit these traits that are going to take away from your energy, that are going to take away from the things that you guys have in sexual chemistry or in mental health chemistry. So number 1, believe patterns and not apologies. A lot of times people will apologize for things that they will do over and over again, and they will exhibit the same behaviors and continue to apologize for the same things. People do not change. Their behaviors will. If their pattern is, I'm constantly, you can't find me for 2 days, and then you can find me when I get around to it, and then I can come and fuck, or I can come and hang out, or I can come and cuddle. That is their pattern. Believe that pattern. That pattern is not going to change. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how good you fuck them, no matter how good of a friend you are to them, that is their pattern. Patterns do not change. Number 2, don't fall in love with potential. So a lot of people will say, you know, right now I'm just not in a good space. And, you know, well, right now, you know, my ass doesn't get as wet as it typically do, or my dick don't get as hard as it typically do. And, you know, next time, and then next time turns into next time, and next time into next time. And sometimes I'm versatile, but I'm really not ready to be versatile with you. And sometimes, you know, I might be willing to bottom with you or to top. Your potential is not who you are. Show me who you want me to fall in love with. Show me who you want me to spend time with. Show me who you want me to be friends with. Show me who you want me to be fuck buddies with. Your potential is not who you are. You are who you are. Number 3, believe all red flags. When it's a red flag and you see the red flag, do not fucking ignore it. If the red flag is, I think I saw a couple bumps around his dick, but I'm not quite sure. It's a red flag. He do come and have sex with me, but he never come, and then he go get on Jacked and Grindr. I think he might be fucking a whole bunch of other people.
He didn't.
He probably is. He probably.
I was trying to be silent, but
he probably is fucking a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah. If he
believe those red.
Yeah.
If he's not coming with you, he's coming with somebody else.
Vagina power. She taught me that.
Believe that. That is a red flag. Watch those red flags and believe those red flags. Number 4, know your worth. Don't over or underestimate your worth. A lot of times people can do either. They can say, well, this dick is, I mean, like, these niggas lined up for this dick. Do they? Assess that. Because maybe they don't. If they do, know your worth. Because if no, other niggas line up for your dick, other niggas line up for your dick or your ass or your mouth or whatever you give, know that. But don't overestimate it in thinking that they do and they don't. And you alone on Friday night when you don't want to be. Don't underestimate it at the same time either. Because when you have something special, and it doesn't have to always be dick or ass or mouth. It can be conversation. It can be intellect. It can be experience. It can be traveling. It could be all of those things. Don't let someone discount it for something that should be on a dollar menu. You're not a dollar menu type of girl.
Extra pickles.
You at minimum.
I love pickles.
I believe that.
I love it.
I believe that. You at minimum are serving fogo de chao. So don't give these niggas that's looking for a dollar menu type of shit fogo de chao. They don't have enough money for that. They don't have enough capital.
Do they have pickles? I don't know. I never been there. I don't have that kind of taste. That might be what you're trying to say.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Bless your heart. Lastly and not least, Do not lower your deal breaker standards. Your deal breaker standards should be things that you say, if this comes up, I am not interested. So for me, like in sex, when you say, I do Tina, that's a deal breaker for me.
Oh, it is?
So whatever your deal breakers are, don't change them because, well, he got an 11-inch dick. So, I mean, I guess I can let him do Tina and then we can fuck after. No, those are your standards. Don't change your deal breaker standards for no dick or no ass. Well, he do got a real fat ass, and so I guess I can let him smoke Tina in my place and hope that we won't get arrested when the police knock down the door. No, these are your deal breaker standards. Stay true to your deal breaker standards and don't break them because they are deal breakers for a reason. So that is my sexual health and mental health this week because you can use them interchangeably. Use them with sexual partners, use them with friends, use them with relationships, use them with just your everyday interactions with people and their energies because when they don't align with those 5 things with you, don't align yourself with them.
Thank you guys so much for using our hashtags on social media. If you're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, search for our hashtag Here For It Hive, and you will see other posts and things where people are talking about us on the internet, and you can find friends. Because I was really intrigued to find that there were like 5-6 people talking about the latest episode of Here For It Podcast and using our hashtag Here For It Hive. I think I've told you guys that we were trending in Africa. We were trending in the Bahamas. Mm-hmm. We are trending in a lot of places. And some of those people have bigger dicks and better experiences in relationships.
Wow.
I'm trying to use my sexual health to also get married. So I'm just doing that for me.
Okay.
I love you, listeners, but child, if it's between me and you, it's me.
Well, the song for my soul this week, again, I feel like it's very in line with the sexual health, mental health key that we just talked about. It starts off with, I tried to wean myself off of you.
Amen.
I tried to leave. To say I quit the drug. To say I'm beat. But the word it chases me around every day. Goodbye can't seem to find my mouth in any way. Can't say goodbye to that shit. So I'll just give you my body. Just don't tell nobody. I'll give you my body. Because being without you is impossible.
That sounds spiritual.
I'd rather be with you and be vulnerable. That comes from Sinead Harnett, who I've highlighted as a song for my soul previously with another one of her jams. This jam is called Body, and it is about giving your body to somebody that does not deserve. And again, like I said, it highlights what I was talking about before because she is obviously discarding her values of her deal breaker standards and just saying, okay, I know this is not going to be shit, but I'm going to lay back here. I'm going to throw my legs in the air and I'm going to let you do whatever you need to my pussy because, I can't quit this drug. This is a drug that I cannot quit. And I know that it resonates and it identifies with a lot of people's experiences. That's why it's a song for my soul this week. But you can break that cycle. That's the story. You don't have to be Sinead Harnett in this song. You can be Tamia in I Choose Me.
Amen.
You can choose me instead of being
And her name is
Sinead Harnett in Body. The song is beautiful. It's a great song. The lyrics are awesome. It recently came out in the last year, but it's a message that I know a lot of people go through. You know, definitely in sexual circumstances and definitely in relationships where they just decide to give their body away because for the greater good of right now instead of the greater good of the rest of my life. Sinead Harnett, Body.
The song for my soul this week is Phoni Braxton. I choose hands tied because I especially appreciated the video at the time when it came out. You got to remember when Hands Tied came out. Phoni Braxton was on an independent project and no label believed in her. And she said, you know what? I can still come out as an independent artist and dominate. And she did. I Can Love You With My Hands Tied. The title, I Can Love You With My Hands Tied. Phoni Braxton slayed. Sorry. Phoni Braxton has been talking about making you nut quick and having you wrapped around her fingers. I Got to Breathe, So Let Me Breathe, Please. And still coming up at the number one in her category, which is Beyonce's number one goal. And we'll get there, I'm sure. But Phoni Braxton, I Can Love You With My Hands Tied video edition. Make sure you guys tune into that. Thank you.
And we have come to our Here For It portion of the podcast.
Hey.
This week I am proud to celebrate with you guys that I am absolutely here for something this week.
Thank you.
I could not be here for this because the second I saw it, I was just like, oh, okay. Beyonce wanted me to be, give her a shout out on my podcast. And so, of course, why the fuck would I not? Because
you can't. You can't avoid it. Beyonce said it.
She linked two things.
Beyonce told you.
She linked two things together that I had no choice but to talk about. If I did not talk about it, then y'all should have knew somebody else was hosting this podcast. It wouldn't have been me.
It wasn't me.
If these two things weren't linked and I didn't talk about them,
it wasn't me.
Cancel the episode. So the Queen of Halloween wins again. She wins every year.
Every single time.
Every year. There is no other celebrity that we go up for that everyone...
Who are the other girls?
It doesn't matter. The category was closed yesterday, and yesterday wasn't even Halloween.
It was Sunday. Monday. I don't know. What day was it? Who knows?
Not Halloween. And she closed the category before the girls could even show up to the pageant. End of story. The Queen of Halloween wins again. Beyonce as Phoni Braxton. Phoni, Phoni. Phoni Braxton wins the season. It's the best thing that I saw. Like, definitely of today, yesterday, of the month, of whatever. Beyonce, girl, what do you want me to do with you?
That's what my concern was. Cause okay, so when you post this, do you just want me to like this? Do I post 3 comments? Beyonce, what do you want?
She wanted me to be here for it, and I'm already going to be here for it. But
okay, I'm gonna be here for it. But Beyonce, what else do you want me to do? Cause I don't know what I can give that will show my commitment. I don't even know. Beyonce, what can I do to prove who I am? Because you just proved that you are Phoni Braxton.
Beyonce did what DHL could not. She gave us express service before Halloween, and I am absolutely here for it. Not only did she execute this album cover of Phoni Braxton's first debut album flawlessly, as Queen Beyonce always does flawlessly. She gave a shout out to Tony the Catalog Braxton.
Okay.
As a legend, and that is more important than winning 10 Grammys in one night.
Yeah,
Beyonce
Hill could never.
Beyonce acknowledging you as a legend. Beyonce,
who is Phoni Braxton? Let me go. What album was this? Let me go back.
And I'm sure the 12 and 13-year-old girls didn't know, and that's fine. But they learned today.
They went back.
Who the fuck Tony the Catalog Braxton is?
Breathe again. They learned all the singles,
and that's fine.
Okay,
and that's all the verification that one, she didn't really need it, but I'm sure she wanted it like I wanted it. I want Phoni Braxton to get that goddamn.
What's your favorite single from Phoni Braxton's first album?
All of it.
Right, because Love Affair is a bop.
All of it.
It's just all a bop.
But thank you, Beyonce, for verifying to the world. This is more than a blue check on anyone's Twitter that Phoni Braxton is a fucking legend. A legend. And will always be a legend. And I'm absolutely here for it. Thank you, Queen.
Like, even with all of Tamar shenanigans, Toni Braxton's Legacy. Another sad love song. I continue to tell y'all, I would not be the girl I am today without Toni Braxton, Another Sad Love Song. If, the Ghetto. Who I am and what I am and what I believe. We're on our here for it. So, let me get to my notes. Come on. I'm on Toni Braxton discography. Notes.
Toni the catalog.
It's a whole catalog. That's all like,
Catalog.
I don't even know if my notes is able to bring it up. Okay, so we're on This Song of My Soul. Where am I? Here for it. My here for it this week. Pretty Please. Oh, okay. The gag is, I didn't want to do this seriously. White people. It might be 3 white people that listen to us. Pretty Please, keep your children close to you. Before you end up in a Halle Berry wig and running around in a minivan for 2 hours. I went to go see Kidnap because Halle Berry was in it and I wanted to support my black sister. I know that she was in the movie 911 before Angela Bassett and her lesbian homegirl ended up in a TV series. But y'all get on my nerves. White women's, my sisters. Y'all get on my nerves. Pretty please stop letting your children run to the back of the train, on the metro, the back of the bus, letting them go to the bathroom by themselves. Even on 911, it was a woman who let her daughter go to the bathroom by herself. And then the 2 black people on 911 on Fox had to rescue the white child. Please stop doing that. So us as black gay men, when you are watching your nieces and nephews, do not allow them to do the same things, because if someone is outside of an arm's reach to slap a bitch when she gets your niece and nephew fucked up, they're also too far. Your niece and nephew is too far out of reach when they need to be reprimanded. And that's my here for this week.
We have over 100,000 listens.
We was trying to keep it a secret.
And it is all because of you.
We was trying to keep it... Well, we love you. We weren't going to keep it a secret.
Thank you guys so fucking much. This is a milestone that a lot of podcasts hope to reach. And we weren't sure that we would ever reach it, and we did before our expected goals. And it is only because of you. Please keep the steam going forward. Share this episode. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you get over to our Patreon. You can keep this podcast going for at least $1 a month. I know you hoes got $1. I know you got $1. Y'all spend that shit on fucking tequila and vodka for our last calls. So you got $1. If you want to keep this podcast going, get over to Here For It Podcast Patreon right now. Make sure you keep this podcast going for at least $1 a month. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this podcast with your friends, definitely your gay friends, especially your white friends, and keep us going. We cannot do this without you. Thank you so much for 100,000 listens. We really appreciate it.
Before we do our last call, a listener question. Send us your listener questions to hereforpod@gmail.com or to in the inbox where you can find us on social media. CYCO78 on Twitter asks, at Hereforpod, what Pride events are y'all doing next year? And I returned that question, where do you want to see us next year? So we know who to text.
And who wants to send us deposits ahead of time?
Yeah, because we talked about that like last week.
Yeah. So I'm willing to go almost anywhere.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
Almost anywhere. I'd love to be in Miami, obviously. Mm-hmm. I'd love New Orleans. Yeah. New Orleans down. So our listeners in New Orleans, if you know some promoters, we'd like to do some deals, receive some deposits ahead of time. We can come there and do some shows, be aware, be a part of all the festivities. Mm-hmm. Dallas, Texas. Y'all know I'll
you know me, Cardi B, pussy popping on the charts. Hey, I'm pussy popping wherever the girls send the deposits.
Wherever they do. So definitely those places are the top spots. But we open to fucking Kansas City. We open to St. Louis.
I love Kansas City. if we can both check in Kansas City, I'm on my way. Hashtag OMW. If we can check in St. First of all, I talk about all the time. My favorite club is the Arch. I'm about to cry because I'm also drunk by the time we get to the end of the episode. My favorite club is called the Arch. St. Louis promoters, if y'all are there, call me. Call at the Superman. If he's coming, I'm paying my own personal way. Cause shit, at the Arch is where I'm trying to be for St. Louis Pride. I also like San Diego Pride. Tempe, Arizona. I'm coming out there. If you guys have the coin, just come send us. Because y'all have coin for Calorie Kardashian, so I know y'all got coins for me. I'm also intrigued by Seattle. I think Elaine Harris did that for me. I'm excited about all of the prides.
R.I.P.
Make sure you guys tell your promoters. Don't just ask us where we're going to be. Tell your promoters where you want us to be. 100,000 listeners up here for a podcast. We have the platform to text them. Hey, I want you in my city. 4 or 5 of y'all message us. I don't mind. At the Superman don't mind. Hey, 5 girls messaged us and said they wanted us there. What are you doing? I have screenshots. So tell us where you want us to be for Pride in 2019. We will do our best to be there. Thank you guys so much for 100,000 listens and hashtag here for it hive.
It is now time for our last calls. And so if you have some liquor available, make sure you pour yourself a shot and buckle up because these last calls are about to take you.
It's so weird because you're my friend in real life. So last call means we're about to do a shot, talk about something real quick. I'm going to talk to you for 2 more hours.
No, you're not.
You going to bed tonight?
No, you're not.
Okay, cool.
Bless his heart, y'all. Bless his heart.
We usually do, but hashtag here for it. Hashtag let's call.
My last call this week is to Curtis Adams. Curtis Adams was an active duty Navy sailor in San Diego, California. He was tragically shot and killed yesterday at 3:00 p.m. While responding to a nearby vehicle that was pulled over, and the driver was asking for assistance. Being an active duty Navy sailor, he did the absolute right thing in trying to help out his fellow man. His fellow man, unfortunately, was a criminal with a horrific criminal history that was also wielding a firearm. Once Curtis pulled over with his girlfriend in the car, he got out to help, tried to help the individual with the car that he was attempting to steal, and not, a regular pedestrian who was, on the side of the road because their engine went out or they got a flat tire or something. He was attempting to steal a car. Once Curtis got out and pulled over and offered his assistance, the stranded motorist shot Curtis. His girlfriend ended up calling 911. They got to the hospital, and Curtis was pronounced dead at the hospital once he got there. The assailant, Brandon Acuna, also a 21-year-old gentleman, has a long criminal history in San Diego County Central, and is currently in jail with charges of first-degree murder and second-degree burglary and held with no bail. Cannot get the fuck out. The police are still investigating the motive behind the shooting, and hopefully we will learn more. But Curtis is my last call because he's a brand new active duty member of the United States military that had a whole career ahead of him. And he did what most military branches teach us to do, is respond to someone that is in need of help. And unfortunately, his training betrayed him, because we live in a society right now where there is no regard for human life. He was responding to help someone. And in helping someone, he could have just carried on about his fucking business. He was riding around in his car with his girlfriend. He could have just been taking her to fucking Whataburger.
Oh, Whataburger.
Whataburger is Texas.
Oh.
In-N-Out Burger. Whataburger is good sometimes.
Yeah.
But he could have been taking her to In-N-Out Burger. He could have been taking her back to the trap to get fucked. He could have been taking her to the park to hang out and do a picnic. He could have been doing all of those things and going on with his life. But he decided to do what the Navy taught him to do, was to help a person in need. And for that, he got thanked in kind by a convict, a felon, a deplorable shooting him. And he did not deserve that.
You tried that? Oh, you would have left.
He didn't deserve that. He was 21 years old, and now his life is extinguished. Can you imagine being 21 years old and not getting to where you are right now? I am 32 years old, and so 11 years ago, that would have been 11 years of things that I would never have done had I done what Curtis did. 11 years. You would never have gotten this podcast. You would never have gotten anything that I did on YouTube, nothing that I did in modeling. You probably would never have heard my name had I did what Curtis did. And so Curtis is my last call because he did the absolute right thing that people should do. The people that are wrong are these people that are carrying firearms, doing crimes, and putting other people in the crosshairs of their crimes. So Curtis Adams, you are a fucking hero. You are my last call.
My last call this week goes to Sunny Hostin on The View. I say all the time about Meghan McCain, Sarah McCain, Julia McCain.
Oh, wow.
We make fun of her. What's her name?
Patty McCain.
Say my name. I'm not going to say your name because you're a Republican and your views and thoughts are trash. My last call this week goes to Sunny Hostin, who's married to a man of the islands, Dominican.
I think they're both Puerto Rican. She's Puerto Rican and black, and I think he's full Puerto Rican.
And so they continue to take vacations to the islands. When people of the islands are affected, Sunny Hostin continues to bring it up on The View for all of their hundreds of white viewers.
Hundreds of thousands.
So, my last call this week goes to Sunny Hostin on today's episode when Whoopi said, Sunny, we gonna shoot it to you because Trump wants to do some bullshit with the 14th Amendment. What are your thoughts? And Sunny unequivocally, I want to use a ly adverb right here, said that Trump cannot. It will be called up in court about his bullshit. Because I know Trump was there like 2 weeks ago and had Trump intrigued about the 13th Amendment. So Trump was like, well, which amendment came up after that? The 14th Amendment. So now Trump is intrigued because he only works 3 hours a day. So like Trump was like, which one came after the 13th Amendment? Kanye, stop going to the White House because whatever you do, Trump's gonna like, what's close to that? What's near that? What's about that? How do we... Trump only works 3 hours a day, Kanye. Don't give him any insights about what slaves did with the people after slavery in the Reconstruction era of Americans' history. If there's one thing that I'm definitely here for, bitch, I've been brushing up on my social studies with Trump in office. One thing I'm here for, brushing up on my social studies. My last call is to Sunny Hostin, a lawyer on one of the top daytime TV shows, also brushed up on her social studies and tell y'all girls can't do that. You can't do it. We're not here for it. Don't even waste your time. It ain't gonna happen. It can't.
Not on my watch.
So shout out to Sunny Hostin, and she's my last call this week. Cause y'all not gonna be able to. As long as she done went to school and she had to pay her college student loans, and she had to be a public defender, and she had to
prosecute sexual crimes,
get her cred to get on hashtag The View, hashtag take a little time to enjoy The View. Bitch, y'all gonna also take a little time to get these reads. is Sunny Hostin, my favorite member on the Views panel. She continues to tell y'all, girls, I can't. You're not going to be able to. You're not. Listen to me. You're not going to be able to do that. And Sunny Hostin is my last call this week on Here For It podcast. Thank you so much for listening to whatever this is, because I don't even know. If you're not following at Sunny Hostin, what are you doing with your life? Follow this show on the internet at Here For It podcast. Follow me on the internet at ronaldmatters.com. Follow my co-host at
The Superman, TheeSupaman. I'm also on findingfarmers.com.
And you're also on Here For It Shop on Instagram. No promo codes. We tried our best to reduce the prices, and girl, y'all missed the introductory rates. So they are what they are at this point. Go to hereforshop.com. There are good deals there. I promise, I swear. We both looked at the deals. Hereforshop.com. Follow us on the internet at HereForItPod. And this week's episode.
Thank you guys so much.
100,000 listens.
Make it 120 next week. Thank you guys.
We are trying to find venues for our 2nd year anniversary. So if you want these venues to know that we're serious, help us. Where do you want us to do our anniversary show? Where do you want us to do a happy hour? You guys continue to say, we want y'all to do a happy hour. Where? Do we want Nelly's? Do we want Brixton's?
We'll see.
Do we want Ultra Lounge? Where do you want us to be? Tell us.
It could be Peace Lounge. I'll be at Peace Lounge on Wednesday night as well. And so if you're hearing this on Wednesday morning and you're in the DC area, I'm going to be at Peace Lounge tomorrow night. Come and see me be ratchet.
Shout out to Antoine Anderson, the grand prize for the best costume. It's going to be amazing.
I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.